Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. We're on Saturday the 30th of January, so I thought it was high time that we did a garden tour. Okay, here we are on the deck, and here's the veg truck that sits just outside the kitchen door, and you'll notice that I've got a cloche on it. I do have in there some beetroot that's been in there all winter, and then I popped in a sort of random leek, a couple of elephant garlic and a couple of ordinary garlic, but other than that I've got space. I did have some lettuce in there, but I've fed that now to the birds, and I've got some lettuce growing, some lettuce seedlings in the house. So the idea is this cloche will warm up the soil when I do plant out the lettuce, or some of the lettuce in here. It will keep them snug because it's still pretty cold, but I don't think the lettuce will come out until maybe mid to late February, maybe even beyond that. I'll see. The cloche doesn't fit the entire veg truck, so there is a bit at the back here that is still exposed. This beetroot has been, as I say, out all winter time. I don't know whether I'm going to get any beets from it, but the plants themselves still look okay. And there's a little onion there you can see, so I just had popped some random spare stuff because there was some space on this. So there's nothing very organised happening in this veg truck at the moment, but we'll get there in the springtime. Just looking beyond the veg truck, we've got 3 cabbage that are looking, they're small but they're looking quite nice at the moment, and these are the April variety. So in pots, I dribbled a little bit of blood fish and bone in towards the end of the autumn, just to give them a feed if they needed it, and other than that it's okay. There's some holes in the leaves, but these outer leaves will, they're not going to be eaten anyway, but the main leaves themselves look okay. And actually, if I just go around the corner to the side of the house where we've got all sorts sheltering, oh sorry about the shadows, let's do it this way. We have 4 more lettuce, 2 Dutchman and 2 Greyhound, I think, and again they're looking quite nice, looking very nice actually. I don't know how much they'll heart up in the spring, but there's lots of nice leaves there, nice tasty leaves, so I'm very happy with these. Cabbages in pots appear to do okay. Now where the old large grow house used to be, you can still see the frame there. There's some bits and pieces, mostly just pots waiting to be filled for the season, but you can see I've still got some Brussels sprouts there. And in this pot I put some elephant garlic on the 8th of November, and you can see it's starting to come up. There's one there, there's one there, there's one down here. Is that all? I think I put maybe 4 or 5 in here, so we'll see. And next door we've got a pot with some overwintering onions. These are Shakespeare, and we have a couple that have shooted, have shot. Then there's another one there. This one here hasn't done anything quite as yet, and neither has that one, but there's time, so they're doing okay. And then we have another little collapsed but okay Brussels sprout. And just up from that we've got another cabbage. This one is Dutchman, and small but doing okay. This is a bit of an exposed area when it's windy, but it's doing okay. Next to it was Mooly, which I'm just going to pull out now. I didn't harvest it. I'll maybe try again in the spring. On the patio we've got some more Brussels sprouts and a little collapsed one here, but we still have sprouts. And here's a pot that I did have some Autumn King carrots in. It's looking a bit worse for wear, and I don't think we've got much in the way of carrots. Let's have a little dig. Oh, I've just pulled the top off actually. No. A little dinky one. And another little dinky one, so not really much there. And I think the slugs got the rest. Oh, there's another little dinky one. So yeah, not really a harvest to speak of. I've got some more carrots that I'll show you in one of the grow houses, and they are doing better, I think. And here's some Eskimo carrots that I left out in this pot, and you'll see that they've been eaten by slugs. Did we actually get anything? No, there's not really anything to speak of, so I don't think they've enjoyed being in pots and outside over the winter so far. Down in this border I sowed some, or planted some allium bulbs and some iris, and the iris are coming up. Hopefully you can see, I know there's a bit of sunshine. I'm not going to complain about sunshine. But yeah, some iris is coming up there, and that iris is called Eye of the Tiger. And just moving around a little bit, we've got another area where I put some bulbs. I put tulips here, which are orange princess. No sign of those yet, but that's expected. And then we've got some Lion King irises, and you can see that we've got irises coming up, so that's nice. I'm looking forward to some spring colour with the irises. Down at the bottom of the garden, the mahonias, still got some flowers happening there. And I've got a little person following me. Hello. No, don't get the camera. Hello, Ollie. Behind this overgrown hedge, I've got some Hellebores coming up. And there you can see a lovely one. If I can turn it round. Very pretty. I do love Hellebores. They do so well at this time of year. There's my buddleia cut back. Get a bit more cut back in the spring, I think. And down underneath it we've got a sedum, and you can see the sedum already growing. These cairngorm leeks are, I don't know whether they're looking that great. They're a little bit weedy and floppy, if you ask me. I don't know whether I should try and plant them a bit deeper or something. Maybe dig a deeper hole. Might try for some of them. They're just completely flopped over. But they're surviving. And then here we've got a bed that's got, it did have 4, no, I think it still has 4 cabbages in there, if you can see. So these have been protected by the Enviromesh, or debris netting actually it is. So yeah, they seem to be okay. Oh, hello. What you doing? What you doing, young boy? He is grown into a very, well, he's always been quite confident actually, but he loves being out. A very confident boy. Doesn't go out at night yet. We don't let him. And a couple of weeks time and he's going to get his op, but don't tell him. Poor boy. These 2 ferns that are in pots by the side of the pond are looking quite nice actually. This one's just a little bit brown fronds there, but generally they're okay. I couldn't tell you what variety they are, unless I have a label secreted somewhere. But you know me and labels. And this heuchera is still looking great, and considering we've had some real frost, a bit of snow, and it's bounced back. It's a happy old heuchera, that one. And then here in these two wooden troughs, one we've got Shakespeare overwintering onions, and we do have some, oops, some coming up. And then in this one there are more elephant garlic. Nothing to see quite yet. Oops. Nothing to see quite yet. Over in the bean bed, it's not bean time at the moment, but we do have garlic on the right hand side of the bed. There's a bought garlic, it's called Checkmate, and you can see that's looking good. On the left hand side of the bed should be my own garlic, but it's just not come up, which is unfortunate. I'm going to have a little dig to see if I can find one, to see if it actually still is in here or if it has rotted. I think it's rotted, which is a shame. Oh, actually, I'm lying. Look, there's one. God, it's just taking its time. There. Oops. Cover it back up. Okay, so there is garlic alive in there. Good, 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 good. Round on the terrace beds, there's not loads happening, but you can see the irises again. I sowed irises here in the autumn time, and they are coming up leaps and bounds. So I look forward to seeing those. And then at the back, the ginger, ornamental ginger, what's it called? Okay, in one of my grow houses here, I have a couple of pots of Eskimo carrots, which are looking okay. I had a little rifle around and there are little carrots in there. I don't know whether we'll get much from them, but if I can keep them healthy over the winter time, you never know. Here's the other one here. Can I show you? There's, I don't know whether you can see, there is actually a little carrot in there, and it's looking okay. And they went in the 11th of July, so I've sort of expected I'd have some carrots by now, but alas not. So I'll keep them going as long as I can. These are just Echinacea plants that have died back, and there's another one there. They'll come back in the spring. And here I had, I think last weekend, I popped in the remainder of my Shakespeare onions just to see if I could get them to grow in this cell tray, and then pop some of them out later. Not much oh yes there is, look there. Da-da-da. We've got a little root shoot there, so hopefully they'll be okay. And then there's just bits and pieces down here of plants that have to be kept in over the winter. I've come round to the woodland area now. Thought I would give you a little run through here. Not too much happening. We're looking at rhododendron, however, and there's lots of lovely buds on the rhododendron plants. There's 3 here. A sort of bluey colour, a yellow colour, and a white colour, I seem to remember. And you can see that all the different sizes of plants, they're all doing well and have nice buds. Hopefully going to give us lots of lovely flowers this year. Now in here mostly are plants that don't mind a bit of shade, because it is a sort of woodland area, and there's lots of hostas in here, and I put more hostas in last year, so there's a lot lacking. That's a a sort of anti-slug ring there and there for 2 new little hostas that I put in last year. Here's a pot that has a hosta in. And then if I go around here, that's a large hosta. I'm not sure whether the sun's in the lens. We'll go around here. So large hosta there. Oh look. Look. Little snowdrops. I forgot there was snowdrops in there. And there's a few actually, can you see? Some more snowdrops coming through. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that lifts the spirits. And then there's more hostas here. There's one here. This is sort of copper mesh that's meant to prevent slugs. So there's one there. There's a little sign there, number 30. So that I know there's a hosta there as well. Does it have it on the back? Oh, it's an unknown variety. And there's a third one here. So there's 3. There's one there. One there. One there. Oh yeah, and one there. They'll come sprinting back in the spring. And here in the stumpery, we've got some ferns, another evergreen that I can't remember the name of, and a couple of spaces, one there, and a pot at the back that have hostas in, and another one there. So yes, there's not too much to see. You can see the ivy's doing well, and then in the background we can see the tarpaulin that I have over the chicken area to prevent access from wild birds, to keep avian flu at bay. So it's not the prettiest, but it's functional. And my holly that I really do need to get into the ground. Oh, can you see? Sorry. Yeah, my holly that I do need to get into the ground, but it's doing fine in the pot actually. And then looking over to the back wall there, you can just see that there's comfrey, which will bounce back in the spring, and there's a hart's tongue fern, and then lots of comfrey that will pop up there and give me lots to feed my plants in the springtime. And then a little gaggle, don't know what you call it, of daffodils. What is it? What's the collective term for daffodils? A host of daffodils, perhaps, or is that just from the poem? Yeah, so that's sort of it here. I will also in the spring get another delivery of wood chip, and I'll re-wood chip in here and around the garden in the whole as a whole. And that's an effort because it's lots and lots of wood chip, but it's worth it. And it is particularly good in this woodland area because, you know, it's a woodland area and wood chip is in keeping. So there are some more little daffodils appearing. We can see some there. And over here, that's probably a fritillaria. There were a few, hopefully they'll all pop back up again. A fritillaria. And then over here we've got some more little daffodils that I just leave to do their own thing. And I did have crocus around this big tree. I don't see anything yet though, but oh yeah, yep, there we go. Some crocus as well. Sorry, I'm getting very excited about seeing these things, but there's not exactly, are they camera worthy? I don't know. But I'm just looking back over, look at these lovely little snowdrops. Yay! Very purry. Around the side of the woodland garden, we've got this fence, and I've got some hanging planters, and this is where I have a lot of my heucheras because I'm a heuchera fanatic. I'm a heuchera fanatic. So you can see that even although we are in winter, they're looking mighty fine. Some better than others, but all looking mighty fine actually. Of these ones anyway. Hello. Here he is. Okay, where are you going now? Here's another one. Round the front. I've got a couple of little planters here that had, this is Sweet William actually, so I would hope that this will come back to life. I did have some cyclamen on either side, but they've gone. The squirrels like digging about in these planters as well, but yeah, hopefully the Sweet William will spring back in the spring, and then I can put some other plants either side. I have another couple of hookers at the back here. I hope you can see because of the light, the sun. That one's doing really well. This one's doing really well, but unfortunately this one has all but died. This was a black one and it looked stunning all summer, but I think it hasn't coped with the weather, so I may well, if this one dies, I may get another one because it is lovely, but I will need to remember to keep it in under cover in the winter time. Okay, I think that's me for now. Not a tremendous amount happening, but lots of promise for the springtime, I think. So thanks very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love you to subscribe if you want to keep track of everything I do in the channel, and click the bell if you want alerted every time I post a new video. But for now, I'll say bye bye.